sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors, standing water or high humidity, nasty odors, or dangerous mold. Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
It's the morning edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Tuesday, the 15th of November. I'm James Spann. We've got just a big, massive rain across the state early this morning. That rain will be ending from west to east later today. And will be dry for the rest of the week. The weekend looks dry as well. Next big rain event may be around Thanksgiving Day next week. Let's talk about it. This is the upper air look across the country early this morning. An approaching trough, that's the reason for the rain we had this morning, and that's the radar composite about 5 o'clock, and you can see rain falling over most all of Alabama as the day begins. Temperatures are cool, mostly 40s, upper 40s for North Alabama. We've got 50s for the southern part of the state, and those numbers will not change much this morning as the rain falls. We'll check the watch warning map. We have winter weather advisories to the north, for parts of Missouri, Iowa, and Illinois, including Chicago. And snow will likely be falling today across the Appalachian Mountains from North Carolina on up into parts of the Northeast. Maybe a few strong storms this morning on the Gulf Coast. We have a very low-end level 1 out of 5 marginal risk from near Mobile Bay over to south of Tallahassee. But again, for most of the state, the air cool, stable, just a cold rain this morning. Tomorrow, maybe some thunder for the New England coast. And on day 3, which is Thursday, no thunderstorms expected across the country. This is the rain for the next 7 days. And after today, we're going to be dry for a while. Now, what you see on this map, this represents the additional rain we're going to see this morning. Rain amounts generally under 1/2 inch this morning. And if you factor in the rain we had last night, rain totals for many spots should be close to 1 inch today, and that's rain we certainly needed. Tropics are awfully quiet. Hurricane season wraps up here at the end of this month, but no tropical trouble for at least the next 5 days, and hopefully until next year. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. Trough coming on through. And again, the rain will be ending from west to east. For West Alabama, the rain will be over by mid-morning. For East Alabama, the rain over by mid-afternoon. Otherwise, cloudy, cool, highs in the 50s today. Tomorrow, we're dry. The sky partially sunny, highs low to mid-50s. Thursday, a colder air mass drops in here. We start the day in the 20s Thursday morning. The high will be in the upper 40s for North Alabama, 50s for the southern part of the state. Friday, again, will be below freezing to start the day. The high Friday, low 50s for North Alabama, mid-50s for South Alabama. Be a brisk, chilly night for the high school football playoff games Friday night. And Saturday, a sunny day as the weekend begins. Again, we start the day below freezing. The high Saturday, low 50s for North Alabama, mid-50s for the southern counties of the state. So no concerns with rain for Saturday. And Sunday, we stay dry. And again, for most locations, highs in the 50s, maybe some 60s in South Alabama. Monday, another cool, dry day, and this is a week from today. This is Tuesday, the 22nd, getting awfully close to Thanksgiving here, the big travel day. And a new trough is coming through the Rockies, but that still looks relatively quiet. And there's no doubt the next really big rain event will probably be around Thanksgiving Day. How it plays out, it's too early to call. We'll go out 10 days. This is Thursday night, Thanksgiving, the 24th. Got a big trough to the west, and that looks like the bulk of the rain is on by, but the European doesn't look like that. And again, we'll get better clarity by the weekend. But again, clearly the next decent chance of rain will be Wednesday or Thursday of next week, Thanksgiving Eve or Thanksgiving Day. Probably not a severe event. The air still looks very cool and stable, which is good. This is the rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble, and you're looking for that green line. And the mean is about 2 inches between now and the end of November. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models. And again, this is for Birmingham. You can see mid-50s tomorrow, low 50s on Wednesday, mid-40s on Thursday. That'll be a cold day. And highs for the weekend around 50. And then we go back toward the low 60s around Thanksgiving, which is close to average for late November here. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house. This is for November 22nd through November 28th. And again, we're in the blue, meaning temperatures will likely hold below average here for the rest of the month of November. So on this date in 1989, at a horrible, horrible tornado. This was an EF4 or an F4 at the time that came through the southern part of Huntsville. And this was the very densely populated airport road area. And it came through about 4:30 in the afternoon. 21 people died in this tornado. And there was no initial warning. This was before Doppler radar was operational. It was a cell merger, an individual cell merging with a squall line. And by the time the warning went out, a lot of the damage was done. And a total of 21 people were killed. Of the 21 people that died, 12 were in their cars. And this was the text of the actual warning. And you can see it went out at 4:39. The tornado got down a little before 4:30. And obviously that hour of the day, and this was a Wednesday, a lot of folks were in their cars on the way home. The injury count was over 400. And this was such a severe tornado. And this is a very stark reminder that we are in tornado season. Tornadoes in November are not unusual here. They are to be expected. That's the track, and you can see it across the Parkway and Airport Road, and then came out across Jones Valley and then lifted in the eastern part of Madison County. The tornado was down for 18.5 miles. And what's fascinating for a lot of us that worked this the next day, which I did, there were intense snow squalls that came through. I was right there at that spot you see in this photograph on the right with the satellite truck, and you couldn't even see the damage on the other side of the road because the snow was so heavy. It was just surreal. But again, that was on this date, November 15th, 1989, a day that folks will never forget that lived through that in Huntsville. So today going to Hubbardville up in Fayette County. That'll be a lot of fun. See the friends up at the school up there. Tomorrow, Roopville Elementary in Georgia. Looking forward to that. Thursday, I'll be talking to the kids at Lineville Elementary. That's a virtual talk. Then I'll be at the, Homewood Public Library for a homeschool group. And then Rocky Ridge Elementary in Hoover. And then Thursday night, I'll be speaking to Northern Vermont University's AMS student chapter. Some of the college kids there, of course, virtually. And then Friday, Aniana Middle School up in Blount County. And then Saturday, there's no book signing this week. A lot of folks know that I do weather support for the University of Alabama. I have to be at every home game, whether the weather is good or bad. And the weather's going to be quiet, cool, and dry and sunny this Saturday, but it's an early kickoff there. That's an 11 o'clock kickoff. They'll play Austin Peay, so no book signing on Saturday. And, of course, next week it's Thanksgiving week. So that's it for the weather briefing video this morning. Thanks a lot for watching. We'll have notes on the blog, AlabamaWX.com. And if you can't join us this evening on ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Sagging, bouncing, or uneven floors? Call Alabama Professional Services. Standing water or high humidity? Call APS. Nasty odors or dangerous mold? Call APS. Critters, bugs, or other pests? That's right, call APS. It's a fact. Crawl space problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.